Hi, bookish besties. Long time no talk. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Hannah, and I try and post videos every other Saturday. With that being said, let me kind of get into the bits and pieces of today's video because I'm so excited. Essentially, we are going through my bookish 2026 goals, TBR, and anticipated releases with notes. So you guys are getting the inside scoop. I am sharing the inside scoop. And I hope you guys enjoy. I am going to switch to my laptop and we are going to get into it. Okay, bookish besties. I want to kind of explain why you can't see me. I recorded all of this, like the presentation, my intro, my outro, all at the same time. But when I went to go edit it tonight, I realized my presentation just had an error and wouldn't let me download it. So you're just gonna have to have no visual of me, and I'm sorry. If it was a better time, I would. Anyway, as we know, we're going to do my 2026 book goals. I'm very excited because this presentation includes my goals, my 2026 TBR, and my anticipated releases also for 2026. Starting with my goals, this is going to include reading goals, social media, and content creation goals. This year, my goal is 75 books. I did start working full time, so that's why I feel like it's a little low. As you could see in the past years, my goal has always been kind of surpassed. So I feel like I could obviously and easily get through 75 books. But if I can't, I'm not going to be too mad. But 75 books I feel like is a solid goal. For my social media, I'm going to start with my Bookstagram. I want to grow my engagement so bad. I have just over 1,000 followers, but my engagement doesn't match. And trust me, I know how engagement is supposed to match, like following on monthly views. My Pinterest, oddly enough, has 1.1 million monthly views, and my engagement is off the chain. But I cannot get the same results on my Bookstagram. And I think a lot of that has to do with what I was posting last year. I feel like I followed a lot of trends. And as we all know, if we consume too much of the same content, we get bored of it. So I feel like I was the driving factor of demolishing my engagement. So I'm going to start making very intentional content in the 2026 season. You're watching this off my booktube. I don't really have like specific goals for my booktube. I just love making content. I will say we have some very exciting videos coming up. I can't wait to share with you guys. But I just want to continue creating video content, like long video content for my booktube. So I think that's going to be my main goal. I want to dedicate a weekend of every month to plan my content and create my content. For my Bookstagram, I post 3 times a week and about 9 posts a month. So that takes time. I will say when I didn't have a job, it was just like I was waiting, you know, I was taking the pictures that week the day before they would go up. I don't have that same luxury, and as much as I want to be upset, I am not. I want to also make this content with the intention of how it's reflecting my personality, my personal brand, and my social media presence while drawing my engagement. Because when it comes to making content, it is a game of learning as well as learning how to create and perfect my content to reflect me, if that makes any sense. I feel like I just said the same thing multiple times. Getting into my 2026 TBR, I underneath that it says including new and old releases, but then I think all of these books are at least a year old, so I lied. Breaking Dawn is the start of this list. I'm currently reading that, and it is something. I'm listening to it as of late. I have the book, but I have been listening to it when I've been cleaning, getting ready for work. It is a 20-hour book, and I'm like 6% of the way done. Yippee. I will say, books like The Love Hypothesis, that is getting its adaptation this year, and I'm very excited. So I want to read that. I love Allie Hazelwood's work. Pictures of You sounded really good. Out on a Limb, a lot of people loved that last year. Lisa Jewell, The Night She Disappeared. Lisa Jewell is actually one of the authors that got me into reading, so I know that book is probably going to also hit astronomically. Other books on this list: Dream State, Pictures of You, The Retirement Plan, The Influencers, Burnouts, Midnight Sun, which is the last book of the Twilight series. Now, let's get into my anticipated releases. I did make this presentation the end of 2025, and I had every vision in my mind that this would be going up before the end of January, but here we are. Okay? So if I see a book and I know it's out, I will tell you straight up that book is out, okay? Because there's 26 books on this list, because it's 26 books I'm anticipating in 2026. I thought I ate down, okay? The Storm by Rachel Hawkins, already out. Some of the books on this list that catch my attention: Alice Feeney's My Husband's Wife, Spoiled Milk, Extracurricular. Once again, on this list, Anatomy of an Alibi is already out. Half His Age is already out. Some books on this list that catch my attention are The Midnight Train, Get Over It, April Evans, and Now Back to You. On this list, none of these books are out, but some of the books that stand out to me: Toe to Toe, first off. Hold Me Like a Grudge. Self-Help from Serial Killers. You'll Never Forget Me. Okay, bet. And then, here's the last two. A Killing Kind of Romance is already out. I literally saw it at Walmart today. It took everything in me not to buy it. I didn't. My mom said I was so brave, and I felt brave. But with that being said, let me get you to the outro, right? With that being said, that was today's video. I hope you enjoyed listening to my goals, seeing my TBR, and then seeing my anticipated releases. I'm sorry I didn't go more in depth, but I did what I thought needed to be done. With that being said, I will see you very soon with a very special video. Bye!